Shadows asleep amidst the trees.
Crap like this, exactly why I hate portals.
That's all a swaying in the breeze. But one soul lies anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags, and wraiths. For your dog.
Yes, it's true. Despite all the rumors that you've heard from just about every YouTuber and their grandma, I'm here today to tell you that none other than the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken, the better of witches and sorceresses alike, will be slaying his way into Smash Bros. Now, I can hear the screams and shouts already.
So good, you're full of shit.
Damn.
If Geralt even had a chance of being in Smash, don't you think that we would have heard about it from just about everybody else? He's too violent and M-rated. He's too rude. He's too sensual?
And yes, I'm here to say that I do hear your objections, and I don't know why other YouTubers haven't covered this. If you don't believe me, well, good. Honestly, I like the challenge. Just hear me out before you finish writing your inflammatory comments and clicking your dislikes. I have several key points to make in defense of such an outlandish claim. Several points that may actually give you hope that our Lord and Slayer Geralt of Rivia could make it into Smash. If by the end of this video you're not even an inkling convinced, then let me know with a comment. Without further ado, this is my So Good theory. So if we're gonna start anywhere, the first place would be with CD Projekt Red themselves. On March 6th, Marcin Momot, a dev with CD Projekt Red, tweeted out saying that he thought it would be cool if Geralt could step out of his game's universe and into a new one. This cryptic message immediately sent people flying into a blitz of ideas to see who could predict which game he would be in.
Check this out. Take a look at this. Jesus Christ. That right there is
Geralt.
Now let's talk about
Geralt.
Can we talk about
Geralt.
Please, Mac, I'm dying to talk about
Geralt.
with you all day, okay?
The popular bet was on Soul Calibur, but others had more unlikely guesses like Red Dead Redemption 2, Vampire, and Monster Hunter. Then, just days later on March 15th, the team behind Soul Calibur 6 decided to drop a trailer announcing that none other than the White Wolf himself would be joining the roster of notable characters in Soul Calibur, due to the dastardly effects of one of those ever so pesky portals. Fans of both franchises were thrilled, and the game was actually pretty good. My love and admiration of Geralt only serving to strengthen and reinvigorate my love for the Soul Calibur franchise. That was all well and fun. The game was released to success and is the best Soul Calibur game in years, maybe even ever if you ask me. And that's coming from somebody who's played every single rendition of Soul Calibur, even the bad ones. However, that's not where this show ends, because on December 10th, only 3 days after Super Smash Bros. Was released, the team at PlayStation and behind Monster Hunter decided that they would shake the Witcher fanbase's already dwindling purse again to see what sorts of coins and life savings they could further shake out, with yet another Geralt cameo. Turns out, another one of those damned portals came by and swooped Geralt into a world of fuzzy cat rats and even fuzzier monsters. Another great cameo if you ask me. So, there we have 2 cameos for Geralt, a character whose story developers have already said is concluded. Now, I know what you might be saying.
So what he appeared in a game famous for bringing in characters from other games, and another game famous for killing monsters. That's literally what Geralt does, kill monsters and fight strong fighters.
Well, Smash Bros. Is literally the most famous game for bridging cross-dimensional gaps. And Bowser, Ridley, K. Rool, Mewtwo, and Piranha Plant are all pretty much monsters. I mean, Charizard is literally in the monster and dragon egg group in his universe. Oh, and let's not forget about Rathalos. That is a dragon if I have ever seen one. The point I'm making here is that Geralt seems to be in the golden age of his retirement. CD Projekt Red, the glorious, amazing bastards that they are, seem to readily hand the rights to Geralt off to anyone who's making a good game and wants to include him in it. They even just so happen to have created the perfect method for him to join in with these cameos without breaking any of the lore of his own universe, by having portals throughout the Witcher series, especially because these portals are very known to be volatile, and have already shown to take people into other strange dimensions far from what is the norm in the Witcher universe. I can picture it now. Geralt being thrown into a portal to Smash Land by none other than an angry Yen, or better yet, an amused Gaunter O'Dim. All of this evidence, compelling though it may seem, is not all I have to base this theory off of. No, by no means is that it. This was just the first bit. If you aren't convinced, then steel yourself for a bit longer. So, we've established that Geralt is making several cameos across several different games, and we've established that Super Smash Bros. Would be the perfect fit based on all of the other games that he's been included in. And on top of that, we've already established that Geralt's own serious lore allots for these types of cameos to happen via portals.
I hate portals.
Now, while these may seem like some sound points, there's still one major flaw. One big issue with this theory that threatens to derail the whole damn thing. Geralt has never appeared in any game that takes place on the Switch, or any Nintendo console for that matter. Even Monster Hunter World, where he'll be making a cameo, is not and never will be ported to the Switch, as the developers have already confirmed. And in this hopeless pit, I waited for even the slightest glimmer of hope, hoping that one day I could stoke the fires inside of me that would believe that Geralt had a chance of making it into one of my favorite games. And then, like a drowner gawking at a baptism on the beach, I got my chance. Rumors of The Witcher 3 being ported to the Switch caught fire and spread across YouTube and the internet like Agni fire, kicking up the rumor mill. Now, just to be clear, these are definitely still rumors, and they are not confirmed, but the timing honestly could not be any more coincidental. Let me put it this way. If Nintendo and CD Projekt Red were going to confirm this port to the Nintendo Switch, they would probably want to do it in a way that builds up hype in the biggest and most substantial way possible. Enter a Super Smash Bros. Geralt reveal at the end of their presentation, announcing that he will be joining the cast of Super Smash Bros. All they would have to do is open their wallets and allow the millions of Smash and Witcher fans to come by and tuck their money safely in. It's a rumor now, but only because somebody let the secret slip out on accident. And finally, as a wind down and one final last bit of evidence to force the point home, I would present the final reasons why I think Geralt is destined for the big time. When playing Ultimate, and before that watching the teasers and the Nintendo Directs for the game, I noticed something interesting. Smash Bros. Has obviously been expanding their roster to characters outside of Nintendo's territory, and they've even added Rathalos as an assist trophy. But what do most of these third-party characters have in common? Well, they come from several third-party developers like Sega, Square Enix, etc., but there are two other developers that are extremely important to this discussion: Capcom and Namco. Capcom has several reps in Smash, characters like Mega Man, Ryu, Ken, and even Zero as an assist trophy. And on top of that, they have several stages making appearances. Namco, on the other hand, has Pac-Man and his several stages and the various Namco items like the Galaga. And of course, Pac-Man's taunt pays homage to various different franchises like Tekken and Katamari Damacy. So what's so important about these two developers? Well, they just so happen to be the two developers behind both of the games that Geralt has already made a cameo in. Capcom reps Monster Hunter, and Namco represents Soul Calibur. So, if both of the companies that have already signed Geralt to be cameos are already in Smash Bros., well, that bodes well for our White Wolf friend now, doesn't it? This final piece of evidence is practically enough to push me completely over the edge of disbelief and into the land of sweet, sweet hope for the future. Besides, if all of that doesn't convince you, well, I'd be willing to say that Geralt is pretty damn brave if you ask me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope I managed to get your hopes up just like I did for myself, and I hope they don't come crashing down into a fiery pit of disappointment. Please leave me some comments letting me know what you think, and check out some of my other videos, as more will be published every Thursday and Friday. Please like and subscribe and all that other good stuff, and spread the word. Geralt is destined for Smash. This is So Good content, and I'm signing off with one last reminder that this has been a So Good theory. Have a great day and keep on loving good stuff.